Before you spend your hard-earned money on this product, I spent hours deep diving into the manual, the factory spec sheet, and the main flaws reported by real buyers so I can give you the actual unbiased verdict. Welcome to Tech Verdict Central, the channel that chews through the specs and does the heavy lifting of research so you can buy better and absolutely without regrets. Today we're focusing our analytical lens on a highly debated device, delivering an objective spec breakdown of the Apple iPad 11-inch featuring the A16 chip. Now listen, we aren't doing a glossy, hyped-up unboxing here. We are strictly looking at the hard data, the factory specs, and real-world performance metrics, so you literally don't have to sift through all that marketing fluff.
And hey, to make your life easier, if you already want to secure the lowest price from a reliable seller, the official and safe link is right down in the description. Okay, let's dive into this, because the core question we're answering today is simply, do you really need a Pro? The entire tech space is currently grappling with this exact buying dilemma. You basically have to decide between investing heavily in those premium, top-tier professional devices or saving some serious cash and going for a highly capable mid-tier device. We're going to use the data to find out exactly where this iPad sits in that spectrum.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll hit 1, the mid-tier promise, 2, under-the-hood specs, 3, real-world performance, 4, the honest limitations, and 5, the final verdict. And a quick heads up, pay really close attention to Section 4, the honest limitations. In a bit, I'll show you a detail in the spec sheet that could completely change your buying decision if you aren't careful.
Let's start with Section 1, the mid-tier promise.
Before we can judge if a device is actually successful, we have to understand exactly what the manufacturer designed it to do and who they actually built it for. According to the foundational specs, the mid-tier promise of the 11-inch A16 iPad is all about balance. It's positioned to be the most versatile and capable tablet for everyday users. Look, the manufacturer isn't claiming this is a cinematic rendering farm, nor are they saying it's just a pocket-sized e-reader. It's designed to deliver powerful performance, ample storage, and reliable connectivity, completely sidestepping that premium iPad Pro pricing. Basically, it trades extreme portability and ultra-high-end specifications for being a true functional powerhouse.
So who exactly is that for? Well, the data points to a broad but very distinct target audience. Students, creative professionals, casual gamers, and general productivity seekers. Essentially, it's for anyone who needs a larger screen than their smartphone to actually get things done, create content, or just enjoy some entertainment. This isn't just a secondary, sometimes screen. The specs indicate this is built for people who want to treat their tablet as a primary daily device.
Moving right along to Section 2, under the hood specs. This is where we strip away the promises and look exclusively at the raw technical characteristics that are actually powering this device. Now, what's really interesting about this number, 128, is that it represents the gigabytes of storage capacity. In the context of mid-tier tablets, 128 gigs is a totally crucial spec because it defines the baseline of practical reality. It means you actually have the read room to hold a significant amount of applications, heavy documents, high-resolution photos, and local videos without constantly relying on cloud storage or constantly playing the game of having to delete old files.
Beyond storage, here are the technical differentiators that define this machine's capability. We're looking at the A16 chip, providing the processing muscle, backed by Wi-Fi 6 connectivity for modern networking. For security, it utilizes Touch ID authentication. The visual output is handled by a liquid retina display, and the whole shebang is wrapped in a lightweight aluminum chassis. Honestly, that chassis is a massive pro when evaluating the specs, as it ensures a robust, premium build quality that gives you complete confidence against everyday handling and the occasional bump or drop.
And let's definitely not ignore the optical specs. The number 12 represents the megapixels for both the front and back cameras. In a tablet form factor, dual 12-megapixel cameras signify a seriously high level of competence. The data shows this is more than enough resolution to handle crisp video calls, casual everyday photography, and basic content creation that's perfectly suited for sharing on social media. Let's transition to Section 3, real-world performance.
But raw numbers on a spec sheet only tell half the story. Let's translate those technical features into day-to-day use. What I liked most when analyzing this product's performance data is how the A16 chip delivers desktop-class speed. And this brilliantly illustrates that you can engage in intensive multitasking and run demanding creative apps like Procreate or Adobe Lightroom without the device hesitating or suffering from annoying thermal throttling. Meanwhile, the Wi-Fi 6 spec translates to fast, highly reliable internet access, ensuring you stay connected at top speeds in modern home and office network environments.
Let's talk biometric data. While it might be a bit less flashy than Face ID, the Touch ID sensor on this model is incredibly effective in practice.
The data confirms it provides fast, reliable authentication regardless of the lighting conditions in your room. Plus, it doesn't require precise facial positioning. In daily use, this adds a ton of meaningful convenience for instantly unlocking your device, authorizing Apple Pay transactions, and quickly accessing secure apps with just a finger resting on the sensor.
Then there's the visual performance. The Liquid Retina display proves to be a real standout feature in the real-world metrics. It outputs vibrant colors, deep blacks, and maintains excellent viewing angles. Whether you're streaming high-definition content, browsing visually heavy websites, or reading incredibly long documents, the display spec ensures that the experience remains genuinely enjoyable and super easy on the eyes. Which brings us to Section 4, the honest limitations.
So, the crucial point is, no device is perfect, and we absolutely don't pretend otherwise here at Tech Verdicts Central. This is the transparent pros and cons analysis I promised you earlier. First, we have to talk about the physical form factor. While the 11-inch size is heavily praised in the specs for its versatility and large canvas, it is a bit of a double-edged sword. If you're someone who prefers extreme slip-in-your-jacket pocket portability, this 11-inch model might simply feel too large and cumbersome compared to the footprint of a smaller standard iPad or the iPad mini. You really have to weigh your need for screen real estate against your need for maximum portability.
But there is a critical point you need to consider before swiping your credit card. Here is exactly what the spec sheet is missing. In this configuration, there is no cellular connectivity option, meaning you are strictly limited to Wi-Fi environments for internet access. Furthermore, it lacks the cutting-edge M2 chip and the highly advanced camera features you would find on an iPad Pro. If your workflow strictly requires professional-grade photography or absolute peak processing power, these omissions are absolutely going to matter to you.
Finally, Section 5, the final verdict.
Let's move to our final conclusion and see how this builds our final verdict. We've looked at the promises, the hardware specs, the performance reality, and the harsh limitations. Let's summarize the logic here. Based strictly on the data, this product is absolutely worth it for students, creative professionals, casual gamers, and anyone needing a powerful, reliable tablet for content creation and entertainment. The main pro is the sheer value for performance. However, who is it a waste of money for? Well, it's not for ultra portability seekers, people who need internet in the middle of nowhere without a hotspot, or cutting-edge spec power users demanding that M2 chip. That is without a doubt the main con.
The curated analysis leads us perfectly to this summary regarding the device's market position. The iPad 11-inch delivers exceptional value that matches its practical ambitions perfectly. By opting out of the massive premium investment of the Pro tier, you're still securing a beautifully built, highly capable machine that powers through everyday tasks without even breaking a sweat.
So I leave you with this exact question to ponder. Do your daily tasks truly demand pro specs, or is this mid-tier powerhouse actually your perfect match? If the specs of this product make sense for your needs, remember that the safe, discounted link straight from Amazon is waiting for you down below in the description and the pinned comment. Thank you for trusting Tech Verdicts Central to do the heavy lifting for you. Happy shopping and see you in the next explainer.